We've left the glue to set for 24 hours now, so it's been clamped up. It should be set. We can now unclamp it and see what it looks like. There we go, we can take that off. There we go, that's nicely set. So the next step we're going to move on to is the headstock. So I'm going to file down the top side of the headstock so it's nice and flat, ready to cut out the shape of the headstock. It's best to do that first, otherwise if we do it when it's already cut out, you sometimes get rounded edges. So we're going to do that and then cut out the neck itself. There's a little bit of a lip where the bandsaw didn't quite cut right the way up, so we're just going to bring that into the rest of the shape of the headstock. And that's all nicely done now. Very hard work that, and absolutely. So first thing is to mark up the headstock. I've got my template for the headstock here. I'm going to mark the centre line of the fretboard. I've got a centre line on the fretboard, so I'm just going to carry that out onto the end of the headstock. Mark there. So if I mark it there, that should mark the centre. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that, Snake? Do you think so? Do you think that's good? So now we've got the centre line marked. I'll put my template on. I've got a centre line on the headstock template and I've got a centre line there, and they all nicely line up, and then we can mark around and go right up to the end of the wood there. There we go, nicely marked up, looks nice and central, looks right. Okay, alright, so now we've got our body template. We're going to mark out the part where the neck meets the body, because we're going to cut this out with the bandsaw now. First of all, I need to mark a centre line on the body to line up the template. So again, we find our centre line on the fretboard, and we can then maybe bring this along the whole centre of the body. Don't need to go all the way, just so we can line the template up. So we've measured up on the template or we've marked where the fret 19, 20 and 21 positions are. Okay, so we've got 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19 is there. So that's that one. So we want to be something like that. Make sure we've got the centre line and the centre of the template lined up there, so everything's nicely orientated. So we've got the centre line here on the centre of the fretboard. And then we can mark where that comes to meet the fretboard like that, just draw a curve on there. Okay, and the same on the other side. That's our curves done. So we're actually meeting on the top of the fretboard at about, the body meets on about the 20th fret, and it's about the 21st fret at the bottom, so we'll have very good access. Okay, make sure we're all lined up squarely and centrally, and that looks good to me. So let's get it on the bandsaw and get that all cut out. There we go. One neck cut out.
That's a guitar.
It's a guitar. Well, nearly. Can you tell what it is yet? It starts to feel a bit like a guitar with neck and stuff like that. So we're now ready to, well, smooth that down, get that edge straight onto the fretboard, and then we're looking at preparing the fretboard in its final stages and then fretting.